On a random Sunday, we are starting a weekly vlog. So I get asked all the time, how do I balance my life? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do you get up at 4 a.m. in the morning, do all these things, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to take you along on a weekly vlog and show you what I'm doing this week. So today is Sunday. I've been up since 4:45 this morning. I've been to the gym. I've done my cardio, done my steps, done my work. Halfway through my work, to be honest. And now I have been doing some posting of vintage parcels and things like that. I've done my food shop yesterday, so of course this is not a true representation of exactly how my week looks because I'm starting it on a Sunday, but I work my coaching and my office job, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to kind of show you what my week looks like. I've got a busy week between both of them. I'm picking up a couple extra shifts at my office job, so yeah, I'm going to take you along with me. So first of all, we are starting with posting our vintage parcels, which I've been to 3 lockers to try and post parcels. The perks of living in a small town. And now I'm posting an Amazon parcel, as I also need to stock up on shredded lettuce because, girls, we are 3 weeks of fat loss left until photo shoot day. 4 weeks until photo shoot day, but 3 weeks left of fat loss. So your gal needs shredded lettuce. Constantly. I've been through 4 bags since Friday and I'm actually having a refeed today, therefore I don't actually need to have so much salad and just have my usual veggies and things, so I don't need my stomach to be fuller volume than it already is with the additional carbs. So actually not had any shredded lettuce today, so I need to go and stock up. So I'm probably going to get about 6 bags or something for the next few days, but I'm so ready to dig deep. I'm actually like buzzing about photo shoot day. The last couple of weeks have been pretty laggy and pretty tiring, but you know what, it's nothing I can't handle. I love it. I love the drive, I love the discipline, I love having the motivation to do it. So we just push hard now for the last few weeks. So let's go post this Amazon parcel back for a return. I'm not gonna lie, quite scared to take this out in Asda, but it's fine. We're new to this, we're new to the vlogging life. I've been doing TikTok for over 2 years now and filming content in the gym, but this is a little bit scary. Couldn't return my Amazon parcel. It said that the QR code was not working, so that's just great. I was also getting some really weird looks and I thought, is it because I got my camera out? Like, I just felt weird about it all. And then I looked down at my feet and I thought, oh, it's because I've got my socks and sliders on. So I've just come home, I've unpacked my new tripod for this because obviously I had to buy loads of new gadgets for it, which I just thought it all came with, but it obviously doesn't, of course it doesn't. So Amazon, thank you, you have been my best friend this week. So I've got some more check-ins to reply to, and then what I'm going to do is finish up for the day and chill out, do a little bit of meal prepping, make some creamies, and then that will be my Sunday, and I'm just going to chill the F out. I've got a refeed day today, so I need to eat lots of food, which is good. But then I need to do digestion walks. So I'm going to do some steps on the walking pad and go outside with the dogs. And then, yeah, that's me. And then Monday morning rolls around and we are busy AF. So we are home from my sunbed, and because it is refeed day, I'm just cutting up my potatoes for my mince meal. I'm going to have smash burger, obviously. Smash burger, loaded fries with salad, which is my favourite thing ever. So I'm just going to pop this in the microwave because I've obviously meal prepped yesterday, so I'm just making all my carbs fresh today. I'm carbless throughout the week now, so I don't need to worry about that, but I'm making the most of my potatoes today. So I'm going to pop this in the microwave when that is almost finished and then make a salad and we're going to eat. Activity hack 101. Don't just sit on your phone. Do something productive. So I've got creamies that I need to make up for the week, so I've just got some extra tubs come in, so while that is cooking in the air fryer, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone, and then that is how you hack productivity. Get off your goddamn phone and do something while you're waiting for something else to cook or the kettle to boil or whatever it is. Honestly, I don't stand around and sit on my phone. Yes, I do doom scroll sometimes. I'm not going to say that I don't. But if I'm waiting for something and I know I've got other things to do in the kitchen, then I make the most of that time, and that is super beneficial. So one thing as well is I always tidy up as I'm going. Like, I get so annoyed at people that don't tidy up as they're going, because why are you making life harder? Seriously, stop it. Tidy up as you go, especially with meal prepping, anything. Here we have our smash burger inspired chips. So gorgeous. I'm gonna tuck in and eat this. Then I've got some check-ins to do, which I won't really video too much because it's pretty boring, to be honest. You don't need to see me talking at a screen, I'm already talking at you. And then I'm gonna walk the dogs and wind down for the evening and have my big last meal, which I'm so excited for. Oats, yogurt, dark chocolate. And I am ready for bed. I have had all my meals for today. I'm feeling very full, and yeah, my sleep routine is on lock right now. Last week I got 7.5 hours sleep, well, 7.5 hours sleep every night, unlike me. So hello my handsome. He's not very well right now. He hurt himself and I'm not sure what's wrong with him, so it might be a trip to the vets tomorrow. But he was yelping, but he's not in pain. This was yesterday. He's just really needy, my poor baby. So yeah, hopefully another week of 7.5 hours sleeps. That would be the dream. But 25 to 8, Helix curlers in, teeth brushed, and I'm away to watch Emma Carvin's vlog in bed and then be asleep, hopefully by 8 o'clock, 8:15, ready for 4 a.m. alarm. See you in the morning. Reality of what I go to bed looking like. Not attractive in the slightest. Anyway, good night guys. See you in the morning. Morning guys. It is 4:15 and we're ready to go. Yes, I'm whispering because Ian's upstairs sleeping. Not used to this vlogger lifestyle. Good morning guys, it is 4:39 in the morning. We've just got to the gym. You just saw me got ready, get up about 4 o'clock, 4:15ish. I was dead to the world, like so dead to the world. I usually have my Lumi alarm clock which wakes me up, but I've been sleeping with an eye mask on, so I obviously don't see it lighting up, and when I wake up I'm like, oh my god. But luckily I know I can just get out of bed and get it done. So today we are training upper. I've got a morning in the office and then it's one of my busiest day of check-ins, so take you along with me for that. It's not exciting, and I think that's what I want to highlight in this, that working towards a fitness goal or working towards a career goal, any kind of goal you've got to work hard for, it's never really that exciting. It's exciting to me, but probably to an onlooker it's repetitive, boring, but that's what it's all about, you know, with this photo shoot prep, for example, you know, 22 weeks of doing the same thing day in, day out. But I think it's really important to highlight as well that even before I was doing the photo shoot prep, I was obviously gaining muscle, building muscle, and my routine was exactly the same. It's the one, you know, getting up at this time in the morning is how I get stuff done. It is something I will preach until the cows come home. A lot of the girls who I work with have started getting up early in the morning, and productivity levels rise, you know, energy levels rise, because they have done the hardest thing first. It's like win the morning, win the day. And if you can start your day off on the right foot and pour into your cup, which is what I say to everyone. I work with a lot of mums and things like that as well, and I'm always saying pour into your cup before you pour into everyone else's. I know I've got a busy socializing day between my office job and also check-ins and things, you know, a lot of chatting, and I need to make sure that I take care of me, and this is the only time of day that I can get it done. So this morning routine is very important to me. So I probably won't vlog too much of the morning routines, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know my morning routine is pretty much the same every single morning. Right now I'm in the gym 7 days a week with cardio, training 4 days a week. I actually have a day off cardio today. I had a refeed yesterday and I am off cardio today, purely just to freshen up a little bit, because then we have, you know, like 3 weeks of fat loss exactly today, 4 weeks today until photo shoot. So we're digging deep, calories got dropped, cardio got increased. So yeah, I needed a little bit of a refresh before I dig deep. But things are going to get a little bit sticky now, so I will take you along with me for the ride. And if you've got any ideas for YouTube videos that you want me to cover, then I absolutely will. I've got a couple of ideas, but yeah, super excited. So let's go train upper together. I'm going to try film as much as I can, and then we will go from there. And then we'll go home, get ready for work. I'm going to do a little bit of check-ins before I get ready for my office job, and then get ready for my office job, go to my office job, come home and do all my check-ins. So busy Monday ahead, so let's go get it, girls. So that is upper done. Didn't film all of it because gym's quite busy, lots of people around me, but filmed snippets of it. So now it's 6:10, so I'm gonna go back and do some steps on my walking pad, because Ian's taking the dogs out, so I'm gonna do steps on there, crack on with some check-ins before I get ready for work and before I have breakfast or anything. I just like to do that on a Monday morning. I'll try get a couple of check-ins done before I go to my office job, especially on a Monday, because I've got over 30 check-ins to do on a Monday. So I like to get some of them done before I go to work. And then I have a busy day in the office, so I will take you along with me. Probably won't chat too much, just going to show you my day-to-day routine and just speak as and when I need to. But as I mentioned about 2 hours ago, it's pretty boring, but it gets the job done, and that's what we care about. So before I do any work, I'm going to make a coffee because I am hungry, but I cannot eat my breakfast at 6:25 in the morning because it will be a long day. So we're going to make a coffee. This always pops on me. So we're going to make a coffee. Syrup is the best for coffee. The butterscotch Simply syrup, it is so good. I was a caramel diehard, but butterscotch, oh my god, it is absolutely amazing. It's not too sweet, it's just perfect. I just love it so much. Usually add the low calorie brown sugar, this one, but I found it was giving me really bad digestion problems, bloating, soreness, like the flare-ups I used to get, so I don't have that anymore. As much as it's beautiful, I'm looking forward to a brown sugar coffee, like a full fat brown sugar coffee, oat milk, when I'm out of photoshoot prep. But yeah, if you have used that sugar or any artificial sweeteners, then just watch out, because I got really bad bloating and it affected me big time. So as you can see, I've got a busy old day of check-ins there. So it's currently 6:31. So I'm going to try get all of these ones done by 7 o'clock. Then I'm going to go get ready for work, make my breakfast and stuff, and then do some more check-ins as they come in before I go to the office. So I usually leave for the office about 8:30, 8:35. Then I'll be there until about 12 p.m. today, as it's my half day. So we'll crack on as much as we can with these ones today. Morning, Gemma. I hope you're well. Happy Monday, and I hope you had a lovely weekend. So let's go through your check-in. So it is 7:40. I've got ready, as you can see. Heatless curls, honestly, are just the best. And now I need to feed the dogs, have my breakfast, potentially get a couple more check-ins done before work, but I actually got quite a lot done from about 6:30, about 7:15. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make our protein oats, and then we're gonna head away to work. So we've switched to raw dog food for the dogs, and they actually eat their food, and I don't have to sit and watch them for 25 minutes. So that is probably gonna be the biggest time saver for me, is the fact that I don't have to sit and watch my dogs eat for 25 minutes. Yes, I am talking to you, little rascal. I find it quite funny that I also have to weigh my dog's food out, not just mine. I'm so not used to this. Right. Shit. Okay, that can be times. Oh, is someone wanting their food? Is you a hungry boy? Is you a hungry boy? Someone else is a hungry boy. There we go. So just an update on where we are at with our food. So this is the only carb meal that I have just now. So my calories have been dropped, but my breakfast amount stays the same because it's post-workout. I've also got my rice cakes as well, and then all my carbs are completely out, apart from like indirect sources like fruit and things like that, which I don't have loads of, and I've also got veg in there too, but my digestion has been pretty whack, but I think it's from the brown sugar that I was talking about, so yeah, we'll see. It's improved the last few days, so I'm hoping we're on the mend with our digestion. I also got a surprise period, which wasn't expected, obviously, because it's a surprise. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy this meal, loads and loads and loads. I always make my protein oats with loads of water, and I get questions all the time about how I make my protein oats, but follow me on Instagram and I have a tutorial. So you always make it into a paste, and I use loads of water and basically let it simmer down. That way you can also make it into overnight oats as well, so you don't have to use like yogurt and different things like that. So it's really handy if you're in a deficit, because you don't really have a lot of flex to add loads and loads of stuff to meals just to make it taste nice. I literally just make fresh oats and then let them set overnight if I want them overnight, and then just add a little bit of water or almond milk in the morning and just give them a good mix, and then it freshens them up again. So that's pretty much a summarized oat tutorial, but go watch my Instagram reel. So that is what we are gonna do. Then I'm going to have another coffee. So my almond milk, I just split my allowance into 2 because I always need a coffee on a Monday yeah, I ain't surviving with no coffee. What I'm gonna do is I've decided that I'm not gonna finish my check-ins. I get home at 12 p.m. so I'll do all my check-ins then. But what I like to do on a Monday, I'm such a big clean space, clean mind person. As you can see, I've got stuff all back there. My spare room ends up looking like a dump in the morning because I film vlogs and yeah, get ready and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go give that a quick tidy, give the kitchen a quick tidy. The doggies are eating right now, so that's good. Don't need to watch them. That's what I love about moving them to raw dog food, because they just actually enjoy their food. They're gonna do a bit of tidying up, and then I'll be ready to have my breakfast and go to work. So I'll try and take you along with me, but yeah, I've been loving filming this. I'm such a yapper. Like, I'm such a serial yapper, so being able to chat long form content is actually really good. And I always get asked, like, what do my days look like? And seriously, guys, they're nothing exciting, but here we are. Hopefully it's a little bit of an insight to what I live like. This is going to be a crazy busy week for me, picking up extra hours at work. So yeah, I've got appointments, I've got dog haircuts, I've got nail appointments in between days. Like, I've got lots going on. So yeah, but I don't have any more new client starts to put on because I'm fully capped, which is just wild to me. I would never have dreamed this months ago, but I've worked hard. And yeah, I'm so buzzing. So I'm not taking on new clients until after my photo shoot. I've got a couple of people that I've already signed up towards the end of June and start of July. And then a couple of girls flying the nest. So it'll put me in a good place to then take on some more clients once my photo shoot is over. But I love giving my clients 110%. And I know that if I took on more clients right now with the way prep is going and it's the last few weeks where it's going to get a bit sticky, I wouldn't be able to do that. And that's not how I operate. That's not how I want to work. I want to give 110%. Communication wise, everything like that. So that is a massive value and ethos of my coaching, is that it's 110% all the time. So yeah, super excited. So we're gonna crack on, have this breakfast, and then we're gonna go to work. Does anyone else have a family of 2 and they only have like one set of kitchen stuff? We go through bowls like there's no tomorrow. Don't know why, but I just hate eating out of this. I want to eat out in a big old bowl. I can't be arsed washing it, so big old bowl, big glass bowl it is. Makes it look a lot, so we'll work with that. I mean, she is just so stunning. Lovely thick oats, love her. So one thing I do like to add to my oats, which everyone knows, all my clients know, all my Instagram know, is the ESN flavour powder. Right now I'm using the white chocolate, but I've actually mixed in some stracciatella. I don't know. Apparently it's really vanilla-y with chocolate chips, but I feel like I've seen it, but I've never actually heard of it. But essentially it's just a low-calorie sweetener. So this is about 8 calories, which I add into my oats. And you can see how much volume you get from these oats when you actually use a lot of liquid, which is exactly what we want when we're dieting. So you can see here, there we go. So we're gonna add our fruit on, add some blues. Oh, I need to quickly finish off my coffee. This is never good with my timings, never good. I mean, that wasn't very barista of me. I always add hot water because I like extra hot coffees, and I don't like the way that the milk frother doesn't make it roasting hot. Always got to clean and rinse. What we do now? Blueberries. So not many of them. There we go. And then we're gonna have our dark chocolate. I don't usually buy Lindt, but it was on offer, so we're going with Lindt today. Again, you need a bank loan to buy this and Phage, so I just buy Lidl's own usually, which is honestly amazing. Lindt's a little bit lower in calories, which is quite good right now, but still, I don't think anyone's got the funds to consistently buy Lindt all the time. I mean, it's absolutely wild. It's like £3 a pack. I'm pretty sure Phage is up to like £6 something. So there we have a lovely breakfast, and then I always sprinkle a bit of salt on here. So I used to own my own cake business, and salt brings out the flavouring of the dark chocolate, which we love. So with dogs have eaten their food, and I would usually sit here for like 25-30 minutes, but they have eaten it all. So I'm gonna go tuck into this, drink my coffee, and then do a little bit of cleaning and go to work. Arrived at work, so let's go smash out a couple hours of work before I go home for check-ins. So let's go. We are home from work. I've just put my salad in a bowl, heating up my meal too. Trying to space out my meals a little bit more in the day because I was finding that I was quite hungry when I woke up. So very normal in a deficit, but I want to try to space out my meals a little bit more. So I'm now having my meal too, and then what I'm going to do is do some check-ins. Well, there. Honestly.
A few moments later.
Good morning, guys. It is 4:38 on Tuesday, and as you can see from yesterday, didn't really film much in the afternoon. Monday is one of my busiest days, and I had a couple of curveballs thrown in there, which didn't really help the situation. So this is my point that, yeah, I have this routine and I stick to it so much, but I'm also human, and I also have curveballs that get thrown into my life on a day-to-day basis, and you just have to work with them. So yes, I was super busy yesterday, and then by the time I'd finished work, I was replying to messages and different things like that, and then raining, had to take the dogs out, and I was just tired, really tired. My body clock isn't letting me sleep past like 4:30 at the weekends, so literally up for anywhere between 3:30 and 4 pretty much on a daily basis right now. So yes, back to it today, working an extra shift at my office job. So I will be going into there just normal time today, and then finishing about 12:30, and then coming home to do all my check-ins. I was also having issues. I didn't know how to export this. Like, I had no room on my laptop, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what the hell? So I eventually figured it out, so hopefully it works. So I'm gonna get all of this edited hopefully today, and this is probably gonna be in 2 parts. But I think my biggest tip for how I fit everything in a week is, yes, I time block, and I know what I'm doing when, I know who's checking in when, I know when I'm working when, but at the same time I just try and avoid any distractions. So trying to stay off my phone if I've got a work block, if I'm in the office, trying to stay off my phone to get my work done. I also find as well, when I come home from my office or whenever I've been out, I always do a little bit of tidying up. And again, it touches on my point that I said earlier in the video: clean space, clean mind. I cannot settle if my house is got things lying around. And obviously with meal prepping and things, I've always got my microwave out, and we don't usually have the microwave out, and it really stresses me out. Petition to get a socket in my cupboard if you're watching this, Ian. So yeah, that's probably like my biggest thing, is staying on top of organisation and cleaning. But realistically, I don't do anything special. I just know what I need to get done, and I get it done. There's no other explanation behind it, and I know that's probably going to be really frustrating to hear for someone who maybe gets a little bit overwhelmed with how much they've got to do. But time blocking, organisation, keeping on top of a clean space is super important. This vlog is probably going to be quite long, so I'm going to end this bit here and then do another vlog towards the end of the week, and then we can kind of touch on some more stuff there. But this is literally how I fit everything in. So I'm going to vlog the rest of today, see what I get up to, and then end the vlog on Tuesday, and then restart it again from Wednesday. So I'm just away to train legs and 50 minutes of cardio. Probably won't get my 50 minutes done. I reckon I'm probably gonna have to come back this evening, or after work. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna see if I can get the Stairmaster and see what the time is, because it's now 4:42 and my leg session is really mentally taxing. It takes a lot out of me. Especially this is day 3 training now, and yeah, it really takes a lot out of me. And sometimes doing 50 minutes cardio after that can just, it's just not happening. And I'm feeling quite sore and quite weak right now as well, so I might have to split up my cardio, but you will see all that as we go throughout the video. So let's go train legs, let's go get it, girlies. Wow, that is legs and cardio done. Had to do my cardio on the cross trainer, which I absolutely hate. Never mind jelly legs coming off a Stairmaster. Jelly legs coming off a cross trainer. And I get serious pins and needles, which is so frustrating. And I hate it. The cross trainer is the world's worst cardio machine. I said it. It is. Petition to get more Stairmasters. Or just a Stairmaster room. That would be good. So yeah, legs was good. Not my greatest of sessions, not gonna lie. Felt pretty poor, to be honest. Pretty weak. But still got it done. Still aimed for the same weights as I usually do. There was a couple of regressions, but again, I genuinely just think I did have a bad sleep last night. I didn't get a long sleep at all, which, such is life sometimes. I had a solid 2 weeks of like good sleeps, and now of course my sleep wants to mess up. So yeah, I kind of expected it, but I went into the gym with the mindset that it was going to be a good session, and 80% of it was. So it is all about mindset when it comes to these kind of things. Like, the more you think you're tired, the more you think you're in a bad mood, you will have a shit session and you will feel shit. So you just have to keep tricking your brain that you feel good, you're in a good mood. Yeah, lots of little things going on right now, but it's all good. We're all good. We got a good session. 80% good session, and so yeah, now we're gonna go home. Usual morning routine, gonna go and have my oats, do some check-ins before I get ready for work. It's actually later today, but I don't have as many check-ins on a Tuesday, so it's 6:45 right now. So I got to the gym about 20 to 5, I think it was. So I've been there quite a while. I don't have as many check-ins on a Tuesday, and as I mentioned, I am picking up an extra shift at my work today, so I will be there for, a good few hours. So I'm going to get some done before work, and then I'm going to get the rest of them done after work, and then I've got a couple other work bits that I need to do, editing, content, stuff like that as well. So it's going to be a busy old afternoon. I've also got some new training plans to send out, new programming from girls that have been in fat loss and they're now going into maintenance, which is super exciting, and I need to send out some roadmap calls. Just a way to run through some check-ins. I've already done some since I come home from work, but I'm just going to run through the final 5 that I've got to do. Then I'm going to quickly take the dogs out because it was peeing down with rain this morning, so they didn't want to go outside. And some editing and some other things to do as well, respond to client messages, and then hopefully I can wind down for the evening. So let's do this. Good afternoon, Molly. I hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. Let's go through your check-in together. So this week... So a little roundup of the last few days. So it is currently 5 to 6. I have showered. I have done my skincare. Yes, my hair is looking a bit all over the place, but when you do 7 days cardio a week, it is what it is. So Today, I think what I've learned recently is that I can't be a perfectionist all the time as much as I aim to be and I strive to be, in the sense of a perfectionist of my routine. It's not always possible, and I would get myself really worked up about that. If I didn't get up at 4 a.m. and I slept until 5 a.m. because my body needed it, I would stress so much, and I think my whole day has been thrown off. On a Friday, sometimes I get a lie in till 6, 7 if I wanted to, if my body let me actually get a lie in. But probably about 5, 6 weeks ago, I would easily sleep till like 6 a.m. And in my head, I would be like, oh my God, my whole day's thrown off. And I would just like lose my whole routine and think I'm having a bad day. So this is number one. I also stress. I think some people see my routine on social media and think that I just have my shit together. And I do 99.9% of the time, but I'm also human. And I think what I have learned recently is that just because your routine is a little bit thrown off, it does not mean you're having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month. Now, today is a perfect example of that. I don't usually work Tuesdays in my office job, but I had an event today and, it was just normal working hours from 8:45 a.m. and I was there till like 1ish or something like that. I had check-ins to do in the afternoon. I couldn't get any check-ins done before work because I was super, super busy with other things, getting ready for work. I was at the gym, I'd done legs, I'd done 50 minutes cardio, like life caught up on me in that time. I replied to as many messages as I could in the morning, but I couldn't get my check-ins done at that time. And again, I'm a perfectionist and I want to try get as many done in the morning before I go to work when I'm in the office. So that could have thrown me off my routine, but I just sat back and I told myself, I was like, well, I have this whole afternoon to get it done. And I managed to get all my check-ins done. I managed to get out for a nice 45-minute walk with the dogs to get my steps in, to box off my steps for the day. I've managed to do some meal prepping for the rest of the week. And I have also managed to have a shower. And now it is 6 p.m. I'm going to have a cup of tea and edit vlogs and stuff like that. So, I'm probably going to head to bed at 8 p.m. I'm probably going to wind down in the next hour and a half or so. I've been up since early doors this morning. It was about 3:30 this morning. So that's probably my main thing is your week. It might not always run the way that you want it to run, but don't let that consume you. Don't let your days run you. You run your days. Okay. So just kind of take a step back and think, okay, right, that's not going to plan. That's not maybe not the time frame I wanted it to be, but what can I do differently to make it better? Or what can I do differently tomorrow to make it run the way that I want it to run? So yeah, again, I've got a super busy day tomorrow between in the office for training, and then I've got to take the dogs for a haircut. Then I've got an appointment, then I've got to pick the dogs up for the haircut, and then I've got some check-ins to do in the evening, and then I've got some editing to do. So yeah, it's busy. But that is the main takeaway from this, is try to be organised in every aspect of your life. What time are you going to the gym? What time are you doing your cardio? When you're getting your steps in? When are you doing your meal prepping? When are your office hours? When are your shift hours? And that's not going to be the same every week. For some people it is, who work your 9 to 5s. That remains very regimented. And they are the people who really don't have any excuses. They have such a regimented routine in comparison to some people who work shifts, night shift, back shift, early shift, 12-hour shifts, hospital shifts. A 9 to 5 is the most perfect excuse to get your workout done in the morning, and then you got your whole evening ahead of you. So, it's not going to be the same every week. Even if you do work a 9 to 5, you might have appointments and things like that. But I think the key takeaway is planning that week. And I say to all of my clients, set your weekly schedule from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What are you doing AM? What are you doing PM? Have you got appointments? Have you got, when you're going to do your gym session? Is AM gym, PM steps? What's your check-in day, for example? And it's trying to control your weeks. There are other ways of doing this through like time blocking, Google calendars and things like that, which I have more recently started to do, but I've been finding that I've had a lot of curveballs thrown in that it was kind of stressing me out a little bit. So now I just kind of wake up every morning and I know what I'm doing and when and how I'm going to control it. So yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed this YouTube video. It has been all over the place, and obviously it's one of my first YouTube videos. So no judgment or hate, please, in regards to maybe editing or whatever. I will do a lot more talking in certain videos, and I do have a list of things that I want to cover. And as always, some of the girls have been messaging me things that they want to see in my YouTube videos. So if you have any ideas, thoughts that you want me to cover, please pop them in the comment box below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and come back for my next video.